Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you had a good week. I hope that it was productive and that you're excited for a restful weekend now. Thank you for joining me. I am an immigration attorney. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I am based right outside of Washington, D.C. In Arlington, Virginia. My clients are located all throughout the United States, and that is because immigration is considered a federal practice. So no matter where in the US you are located, we can help you with your immigration case. All right, so I'm here only to answer your questions. I handle all types of immigration cases. We handle cases for employers that are sponsoring people for visas or green cards. So if you have an employment-based question, this is a great opportunity. I'm providing basically free advice, free information on any kind of immigration question that you have. So feel free to go ahead and put it in, and I will do my best to answer it as completely as I can. If you have a complicated question or if you want to have a confidential consultation with me, we are doing them by phone and by Zoom. So you can give me a call at 703-348-1663. Again, that's 703-348-1663. Just a heads up, my office right now, I'm not sure if my assistant is still there. I think she's headed home for the weekend, which is really, really awesome and good for her so she can get some rest. But call our office, leave a voice message, or just call and hang up if you want. But if you can leave a voice message, she will give you a call back on Monday. You will definitely get a call back on Monday. So don't be surprised if you call right now and no one is answering the phone, but we can get you scheduled for a consultation right away. If you want to book it yourself, go on our Facebook page. It has a link to scheduling a consultation on your own. So go ahead on to our Facebook page, which is at Agarwal Immigration, and you will see right up top there is a link where you can schedule yourself a consultation if you want to have time with me one-on-one to talk about your immigration case, to talk about your immigration options, and to get your immigration questions answered, okay? But right now, if you have questions, let me know and I will do my best to answer them. I handle employment-based cases, family-based cases, and also humanitarian cases as well. All right, if you're just joining me, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration lawyer and I'm here to answer all your immigration questions, okay? All right, so hi Ghost, hi Shala. Shala has a question here. And if you're joining me, say hello, guys, say hello. So I know that you're there. And then if you have your question, I am happy to answer it, okay? Shala says, after rejection of the immigration bill, what will we do now? Well, whenever a bill gets rejected, it gets amended in a way that there's bipartisan agreement. I'm not going to go into all that here, but we do need bills to be approved by both the House and the Senate before it goes up to the president to sign it into law. So unfortunately, it's a long process. Immigration needs a lot of work in the U.S. and it's a long process. Hey, Thalvinder, nice to see you. Thank you for joining. If you have a question, feel free to put it in there, and I'm happy to answer it now. Okay. The question that I wanted to start off with, I almost forgot, guys. I almost forgot. The question that I wanted to start off with is, I always start off with a question and I try to answer it because it comes up so often in our practice, and I think that you guys will all benefit from it. Okay. So the question that I want to address today is, do same-sex couples qualify for a VAWA self-petition? Okay, again, that's, do same-sex couples qualify for a VAWA self-petition? All right, so to qualify for a VAWA, you have to be married, right? You have to be married. So what is VAWA? Some of you might be wondering, what the heck is VAWA? Why is this girl talking about VAWA all the time? So VAWA is a way to apply for a green card, right? So it's for a way for people that may have entered the United States illegally, or a way for people that are here legally, or people that that entered legally and are no longer in status. So it doesn't matter your entry. It doesn't matter if you're in status right now. If you're married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, and they are abusive towards you, and it could be physical or emotional. If they're abusive towards you, then you might qualify for a green card on your own. And this is a process that you apply for on your own. So the question again is, do same-sex couples qualify? Yes. Yes. So VAWA is a misnomer, right? VAWA is a misnomer. It stands for Violence Against Women Act, right? So this is a way for people that are in abusive relationships. It doesn't matter if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're married to a man, if you're married to a woman. It really doesn't matter at all. As long as you're married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, and you've lived with them for a certain period of time, and your relationship is abusive. And it does not have to be physical abuse. It can be emotional abuse, psychological abuse, and we see very, very many different forms. I talked with several people today who would qualify for this, and some of them have signed on with us and will be working with us to apply for their work permit and for their green card. And it's a path for them to literally, it's a way for them to apply for something on their own when their spouse is unwilling to help them. All right. Again, it does not matter at all if it's for same-sex couples or for heterosexual couples. Anyone can qualify for VAWA, and it doesn't have to be for women. It can also be for men. In fact, many of our clients are men that qualify for VAWA. All right. Hi, John. Nice to see you. So again, the benefit of VAWA is you can apply on your own without your spouse. That is the huge, huge, huge benefit. And so it's a big benefit for people that really have no other choice, right? That really have no other choice. So today I was on a consultation with a person whose spouse was abusing them on the consultation, right? And we had to say, hey, can you go into a separate room? I'd like to talk to you about this type of option for you. You might be eligible just based on what I see here, but also I'm sure there's more that you're not telling me, but you might be eligible, it sounds like, for a green card that you can handle and apply for completely on your own. And within 6 months, this person would be able to get work authorization. And the interesting thing is that she didn't enter legally, right? She didn't enter legally. She was using false documents, unbeknownst to her, but she was using false documents to enter the U.S. And again, she has options. She has tons of options. So unfortunately, I got to witness some of the abuse in the marriage. However, all of those horrible things can turn into something really good if it's used sort of in the right way, okay? And if it's used for this person's benefit. Give us a call if you or someone you know is in the situation. We handle these cases all the time. Again, the way to do it is to call us for a consultation at 703-348-1663. Again, I'm an immigration attorney. My name is Pratibha Agarwal, and I handle all types of immigration cases, especially these types. Hi, Sunny. Nice to see you. Sunny is saying, hi, I have my VAWA pending for almost 3 years. I've responded to an RFE 4 months ago on good moral character. What should I do? Well, it can take a long time. But if you are working on a VAWA case, and Sunny, you may have done this. I've seen you on here so many times. I don't remember exactly all the details of your case, but I believe you're working with a lawyer. So if you are not working with a lawyer and you want to apply for VAWA, what I would say is work with a lawyer. Do not apply for a VAWA application on your own. It has so many details. You can try it, but it's going to be delayed. Most likely it's going to be delayed because what do? We send our background check reports, right? We send our background check reports along with our initial application. So we send it. Guys, we send it in the very beginning. We get you fingerprinted. We send it in the very beginning. And many people, they either have minor criminal issues, old criminal issues, or no criminal issues at all, and it shows good moral character. There are so many other ways to prove good moral character, and it really depends on you and your circumstance, right? Have you been working? Are you religious? Do you go to church? Do you help others? Do you volunteer? There's so many different ways to show that you are a person of good moral character. We could have friends and family write letters about experiences with you. So those are ways that I would respond perhaps to a request for evidence on good moral character. If you're wondering, what is this RFE? What is Sunny talking about? I've never heard of this RFE thing before, right? So for any time you apply to USCIS for anything. Anytime you apply for any kind of immigration benefit to the USCIS, which handles our immigration applications for people that are located in the US. So anytime you apply to them, what happens is they will look at your application, and the normal process is you get a notice saying that they've received your case, and they assign it a number. And this is really good because it means they have your case, we have it on record that they've received it, and we can follow the case along. And we check our cases once a week. In our law firm, we check our cases once a week, sometimes more than once a week. We check once it's been filed, what the heck is going on with that case? Is it on track? Is it within normal processing times? Okay, if it's not, then we handle it that way. After that, usually you get fingerprinted. And after the fingerprints comes your work permit, usually. It depends on the case type. And then after that, an interview, possibly if your case requires an interview, and then an approval, right? That's the normal process for an immigration case. However, if you have not submitted all the required documents, or if the documents that you submitted are not strong enough for your case, or maybe the government has a question on some of the things that you submitted, you might get what's called a request for evidence, right? And the way to handle it is to have a thorough attorney in the very beginning, so you submit a strong application. So what you want to do is review all of the requirements. If you're doing this on your own, you want to review all of the requirements, and you want to make sure that you are submitting a strong application with a lot of supporting documents. Okay, that's what you want to do from the very, very beginning. But if for some reason the government sends you what's called a request for evidence, which means they just want more evidence on the requirements, basically more evidence on one specific topic. Sometimes it's more than one topic. Sometimes RFEs are issued routinely, so don't look at it as though you're going to get denied, right? It doesn't mean that you're going to get denied. It just means that they need more information, okay? So go through it very, very carefully. I would even draft a cover letter, and I would go through all the supporting documents, new documents that you're submitting, and then also you can refer to documents you've already submitted to prove the thing that you think they want to know. All right? So you can do all of that and respond to the government. Okay? So that's the way to handle an RFE. An RFE, especially if you're not working with a lawyer, can delay your case kind of a bit. So, Sunny, you said you responded 4 months ago. You should be hearing soon. I hope that you should be hearing soon. If you don't hear soon, give us a call and maybe we can help you. Okay? Call us for a consultation. We're doing our consultations by phone or by Zoom. So if you want, hi James, if you want to call us, we can talk to you. It's completely confidential. You don't have to do anything more than just a consultation if you don't want to. But what we can do is go through your issue, go review your question. Like in Sunny's case, for example, we could review the RFE and we could make suggestions. And you can even supplement your case with additional information if you need to. Okay, so we would talk about what you submitted, what would be good to submit if you have an RFE and you don't know how to respond. We can help with that too, and give you a strategy on what to do. All right, call us. Again, our office is not open right now, but give us a call and leave a message or just hang up. We're going to give you a call back on Monday. Anyway, we return all of our missed calls every single day. Okay, I want all of you to have a wonderful and happy weekend, and I hope to see you or hear from many of you on Monday. All right, have a great weekend. Again, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney, and I'd be happy to meet with you for a consultation either by phone or by Zoom. And if you want to come by to our office in the Washington, D.C. area, I'm happy to meet with you in person as well. All right, have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Bye.